Chapter 121 The True Story of Alexander. That was awesome. Your damn right it was awesome. Totally proves we're not gay. I was laying in my bed, Twilight's head on my chest. I was currently looking at the ceiling, a large goofy smile on my face. What? You would too after something like that? But only one thing ruined the moment at one point. A letter appeared in front of me and I suddenly down to look. Never mind, you get the idea. Anyways, a letter from Grace appeared before me and ruined the mood for a good 4 minutes. Thanks a lot, Grace. I read it quickly, wrote out a response, and then instantly jumped back to bed to finish what I started. This is what the letter had read. Yo, Lance, I'm really happy for you with sparking your daughter, but Vaughn as well? Jeez, I love that man. I know that man. Guess what? She loves to be booping her nose. She just gives like a thing when you do that. Totally takes her fancy and calls her pretty. Trust me, man, she would become your best friend forever. I did, and we got coffee and everything. Life was fucking great, except for the fact that I got dumped recently. Reasons withheld, I just saw things with Disney and I fixed quickly. Can't stop thinking about her. But anyways, I have to go now. Preparing for something big. And also, someone will be knocking on my door. Also, I am a god for the anarchy. I'm a philosophical teacher. She's one crazy Jaconicus, but life couldn't be more epic without her and the other teachers. Ciao for now. From Brony, from brother from another mother. Razor fucking Grace. P.S. I have a new conscience, meaning a better form as well. Sadly, with love, you got yours by magic, right? That's kind of shortcutting it, but anyways, when I come, get ready to meet her. She can honestly pussy whip kill, so I would be afraid. Very afraid. I had to admit, I love this to spot myself. Also, I know what I'm doing after I get out of bed. I'm gonna boop her on the nose later. This should make her forgive me for that. Isn't it with the prank work gone wrong? Also, coffee does sound nice, and it could be fun to have her as a best friend. And maybe she won't play any more pranks with me. Yep, this is gonna be awesome. Now, after reading that, I wrote out a quick letter and sent it back to him. What's up, Grace? I'm kind of in the middle of something, so this will be short. Really? Just put her on the nose and she'll do all that? Sweet! I can find some room she'll prank me again. This information, I can make her my best friend and no longer fear her. Thanks, bro. I'm sorry about that, bro. She'll come back. Breck says to buy a hooker, but Don suggests try to talk to Palma out. I, on the other hand, suggest you give her some time. She'll come around. That's disturbing, but, bro, because I know her. And let me tell you this, if she says she'll fix your problems, don't listen. Trust me on this one. Dude conscious? Cool. Also, no, I didn't get my new phone by Matthew. Here, I'll describe this as short as fast as I can. I'm no longer a pony or human. I'm an angel. If you don't know what that is, then ask somebody who knows about this kind of stuff. How did I become one? Simple. I died. How did I die? I was put in trial for something called the Nightmare. No, he did not kill me. I sacrificed myself safer. I'll tell you more later, if you ever come back. On the bone, he's currently getting some. Lance. So, when are we going to do this? The finished thing, I mean. Soon. After I enjoy a few more minutes of Tony Twilight. Well, hurry up. I want to stop worrying about what Phoenicia will do next. Meanwhile, Alexander's and Trixie's house in Ponyville. Alexander sat in front of his mirror, looking in his eyes. He sighed, pushed the memories back down. But every time he did, they would come back up, stronger. It was becoming too much for him to be handled all those months. He shuddered at the thought. He thought the room open. He quickly put on his goggles and looked towards the door. Tracy trotted in with a large smile and jumped into bed and laid down behind him. Tracy tired of the day's offense. She was for his time to hold her. Alexander smiled weakly and shifted his position and laid next to her. He then rubbed his forelegs around her and put her close. Tracy rubbed her cheek against his and relaxed. After a few moments of silence, Alexander accidentally let a whimper. A whimper caused by his painful memories. Tracy pulled back and looked at him. Alex? What's wrong? He couldn't take it anymore. Tears began to pour out from under his goggles, staining the pillow. Tracy put her hoof on his cheek. Tracy can tell something is wrong. Please tell her. Alexander sat him and hung his head. I've lied to you, Trixie. She sat up and looked at him with a look of shock on her face. Lied? About what? He took a rug and looked at her. About the true me. And what's happened to me. She looked him over. What do you mean? He gulped and reached out and put his goggles down, for the first time in front of someone else. She guessed at the sight of his eyes. They were the shape of a dragon's eyes, but different from lenses. But the thing that stuck out the most was the red crack in the eyeball itself. It looked like the eye was cracked, like it was glass or weak metal. Alexander looked away from her, afraid of what she might say or do. He said he felt rubber forelegs around him and felt her lay her head on his shoulder. What? Aren't you afraid or something? He looked confused. Why should Trixie be afraid of the one she loves? She loves you too much for something like this to push her away. She says she pulls back and made him look at her. Now, tell Trixie what you lied about. Alexander hung his head. Remember what I told you about how I got here? Yes. He looked up. That wasn't really the truth. I made it up. It was hard to tell you what really happened. She kissed him on the forehead and put her hoofs on his. You can tell Trixie. Alexander smiled slightly and took a breath. Alright, I'll tell you. This next part is my Silvercharger story. His story on Alexander. I made it canon, so here. This is copying and paste from his story. Tests. It was all about tests. Test after test, after test, after test, after test, after test. By pain. But server was all just one big test. I was created from a test. People die because of tests. I'm not saying because of tests. Let me start from the beginning. Let's say that was human. Human. I don't think that applies to me anymore. I fear that I am not human anymore. Not even a pony. When the world, my world, Earth, ended on December 21st at 12 a.m., I was transported to a white room. There, God spoke to me and gave me 3 choices. If I could redo that whole event, I would have gone straight to Croatia. But, no, I chose the word portal. For the people reading this that don't know the word portal, I will explain. Portal. It is a puzzle game using a portal gun that's powered by a black hole that's in the gun itself. Its power source is a black hole, and all of it is very unstable. But more importantly, that world was another Earth. But it was an Earth to the future. So in the future, humans created Aperture Laboratories, a facility to test out new things that would change the world. More than they knew, they would succeed. They created an AI called GLaDOS. GLaDOS would run the laboratory, build the robots, the turrets, and the portal guns. But soon the humans who created her saw that she didn't care. She didn't care about anything or anyone. All she cared about was the things that would only benefit her. Scientists soon made another AI to regulate GLaDOS. They called this one Wheaton. They made it for one purpose, but the one purpose soon was corrupted. The AI wanted to be the head laboratory instead of GLaDOS. The humans thought that by creating more AI to regulate others would work. They thought it would work. No, they didn't. They started to make more AIs. Rigged the Infantry Corps, the Space Corps, and more and more and more. But soon, as any AI, GLaDOS grew smarter and round and found out that she didn't need any humans at all. So in one night, she fed the whole planet with a neurotoxin and killed every single human being on the planet, except for one. And that one human outsmarted GLaDOS. Twice. We're trying to find her on the surface, but we are forever trapped in the hands of GLaDOS in the underground Aperture Laboratory. When I got there, to the world portal, I wasn't the only one. Others from my Earth came. Last I counted, there was 200 of us. GLaDOS was pleased at our presences. Pleased of only what she could do with us. She was slowly and painfully killing us off, one by one, day after day, test after test. Not even the cores would stop her. The cores was soon broken, corrupted, never to work properly. Ever again. No one was going to fix them. Our last hope was gone. But it wasn't like it was even there. There was no hope. No light of day. No way out. When I was the air transporter, I found my friend Jinx. Why did he have to come here? Why? I was happy. I was only happy to see him at that moment. After that, it was just pain and suffering. The first test. I still have it fresh in my mind. It's still in my mind. I can't get it out. I was put in a room with 5 other people, including Jinx. There were no exits, no windows, and no cameras. Then, that was it. The room filled with neurotoxin. Everyone fell down. Dead. Blood coming from the mouths and foam coming out of their eyes. Neurotoxin. A deadly gas that attacks the nervous system to the point of a complete body shutdown. You breathe it in, and within 5 seconds you're on the ground dead. But I and Jinx, we didn't die. We only suffered. The pain inside was momental. I coughed up blood to no end. Soon, the test was soon over, and when GLaDOS came in, and so that I and Jinx were still alive. Well, we gave her purpose. Something to look forward to. It was an experiment that she wanted to do. Since the day that she was made. To make a living. Portal. She soon took us both. And then the surgery started. He laid me on a table and strapped me down with metal bars. Don't worry, she would say. These bars are for my safety. Your safety in the matter is highly disregarding the matter. Then, Then there would be 10 ejections, 10 going in my stomach, 10 going in my heart, and 10 going in my spinal cord. She didn't put us even to sleep. She threw me back in the room and refilled it with the gas. Again and again and again and again. This was to create an immunity to gas. But the pain was still there, burning inside me. The pain still stayed, no matter how many shots, no matter if the room refills 100 times. I will always feel it burning inside me. Then, the field test started. She threw us into a test chamber, after test chamber, after test chamber. But Chink was smart. He found a test to escape the future pain. That I was to experience. GLaDOS was just about to kill him, but Jinx proposed a deal, since he was like me. More ways than one. He wanted to be a researcher, to think of new tests and new surgeries to do unto me. I felt betrayed. My friend turned inside of GLaDOS. I felt like there was no hope. No hope at all. One day, I think it was the day, I had been in testing for so long I forgot there was even a night. I was supposed to fling myself to the other side of the test chamber, but I missed the portal, and my legs were broken. GLaDOS came. I was happy. I thought I was going to die, and I was happy about it. I was happy that I would be far away from this hellhole of a laboratory. But I spoke too soon. She put me back to the table, and then research began. It began and never stopped. She cut on my legs, and stripped the flesh off my legs. All that was left was just bone. Then she took the cleanest bones and combined it with the machine parts, and she soon reattached my legs. She reattached them, my jamming them up to top of once my leg, and she then weld my new leg to my body with hot liquid metal. It burned my skin in an instant. The pain was unreal. The bleeding that once was a quiet stream turned into a raging river. She still threw me in the test chamber. No healing, no recovery time, just tests. I tried to stand, but the pain was too much, and I fell down. She soon instructed me to get up and to complete the test. I was crying at that point, crying from the pain I had to endure. But sure enough, I had grown accustomed to my new, once human legs. In the test chambers before, my legs bled to one end. Blood covered my footsteps wherever I walked. GLaDOS soon made a robotic cover for my legs. There were metal plates or panels to stimulate human skin. But soon enough, my new legs were not the final improvement. My bones and muscles were weak, and they would tire easily. GLaDOS saw this, like everything else. Now soon on the table for another surgery. He used 10 needles, 10 in my muscle, 10 in my bone, and 10 in my spine. She did this 3 times. I felt my muscles burn as they grew bigger. I felt my nerves on fire. My bones felt like they were being broken and put back together again. My bone mass and strength were increased by 10. My muscle mass and strength by 10. After it was all done, I felt stronger, faster even. I was soon subject to strength tests, lifting 5 then 20 tons on my back and carrying them across the chest chambers. But soon, it was back to regular tests. But what's regular about any of these tests? Then, something happened. One of the test chambers had fire in it. Fire! She had fire! The test chamber was not a chamber at all. It was a room. There was a window in front of me. I saw Jinx with GLaDOS. They were behind the terminal. Soon, anger welled up inside me. I ran to the window and I started slamming my fist in the glass. But soon, the floor started to move, filling hundreds upon hundreds of pipes. Then the smell of gasoline floated to my nose. Next, all I heard was a click. I was quickly engulfed in flames. This torture lasted 30 seconds, burning my body to a black crisp. I was soon back on that table. I soon blacked out from the pain of my melted flesh and blood lost. I woke up, not knowing what had happened. I was back into the room. I didn't have my portal gun with me. There was no way out now. Then, click. With the flash of fire, I felt my skin and flesh melt. But then I felt a different sort of pain. The pain of being put back together again. When I blacked out, GLaDOS put nanobots in my blood. In the past, I was losing a lot of blood. This prevented GLaDOS from doing surgeries one after another. After another. And soon the nanobots were in my cells. I could now
heal external and internal injury 3 times as fast. But something happened in that room. It was soon time for the blue flames, but when it engulfed me, nothing happened. The fire seemed to dance along my skin, clicking every part of my skin. This actually made me a little happy, but then shut off. GLaDOS and Jinx soon pulled me back in the test chamber, and now all of them had a fire element. But these tests were not enough. They were never enough. Soon the tests got harder, longer, and each one more unbearable than the last. And one day, I lost my mind. One day, my parents appeared. They wanted to be with me. I should have been happy to see them, but I wasn't. I wanted to know why they were here, and why they would follow me. Their intentions were good and pure, but they wrote their own death sentence. GLaDOS saw me. She came to me and asked how I could have been me. I stayed to listen. I knew that to GLaDOS, knowledge was always power. She wanted more power. My parents soon explained how. A man and a woman who love each other very much. GLaDOS was soon not interested, and she proved that greatly. She put my parents in the advanced test chamber. They never played video games. They didn't even know what Portal was. This test chamber had everything from turrets to fire, from water to weightlifting. After 30 seconds, my mom was gunned down by 5 turrets, and my dad fell into the water, and he was soon electrocuted. In the water! And the worst of all was that I saw it happen. One by one, I saw my parents die. A front row seat, GLaDOS would say. And after that day, I lost my mind. She made me lose my mind. It was all planned, all a test. The other people in the center, they called it fear. GLaDOS created fear. For 20 days, fear ruled. He took the tests. And those tests were the combat tests. Fear killed every single person that was brought in front of him. I still remember how he did it. It was always slow. Their screams still haunt my dreams. Fear always went to the neck first. He would cut the person's neck, gently sliding the knife down, leaving a slow trail of blood that would flow down the neck of the victim. Then, he would quickly stab the person, over and over and over again. Jinx told me about my sleepless nights. I would laugh, and laugh, and laugh. I would slam my head against the wall, screaming, "Are you there? Fear will find you." Jinx soon found out what GLaDOS did. What she did to me. She quickly took me in. He soon helped me recover. It was slow, but the recovery was successful. To some extent. Fear would come out of my dreams. It would come out when I couldn't take what was going on. I was finally sane. After 20 days I was sane. But I soon went back to test chambers. You know, back on Earth I would love to do the jump test. It was when I would put a portal on a tall platform and jump into a portal on the ground, and this would make me fly across the chamber. But it soon went wrong. I was a special test chamber made for me. Made for me, she said. There was a spring on the opposite wall that was supposed to bounce me to another part of the chamber. It would seem at the time that the machine that worked the spring was not working. As I was in the air, the spring shot out too early, and the wood had exploded off of the spring. It was heading for me. When I landed, I looked at my body. I had seemed to be all in one piece. Then I fell into darkness. I saw a white flight. I thought that I was free. I was free at last. I felt the cold hand of death upon me. But I soon felt pain. I soon screamed in agony. I finally woke up. I was back on the bloody table. It was covered with my blood. There was flesh stains and dry stains from the past surgeries. There was a mirror on the table beside me. And when I looked at it, I had lost the lust on my head and face. I was now part machine. I had lost my face forever. I wasn't even recognizable to Jinx. Inside, I saw disgust. Then, I was injected with many shots. It was needle after needle after needle after needle. Each needle went into a different part of my body, and the needles were filled with hot like good metal. It burned my insides to no end. I looked at my limbs. That I was born with. The hot metal seemed to seep out of my pores on my skin, along with my blood. My skin started to melt off, but my skin was soon enough back in place. I was soon facing the computer screen. It told me that the metal formed around my bones, and the metal quickly formed an endoskeleton inside me. But that was the only thing that happened that day, on that same table. Soon, GLaDOS did the one thing that made me what I am today. She somehow infused a black hole to my DNA. I saw on the computer screen how my DNA was being taken apart and replaced with a black hole. The nucleotides were soon destroyed and replaced with what looked like blue, orange, red, and green strands of something. I soon realized that she had done it. She made me into a living portal. But that was the only thing she had done to me on that same day. On that fucking table. I was still trapped down by the metal bars. I tried to slug it free, but with all my strength it did not budge. I saw a button. It said press me. Press me, it said. I was so stupid. I pressed it. Soon enough, something happened. Something happened. I started to hear the sound of moving parts, and then a sharp metal object came down and stabbed my heart. But that wasn't the worst of it. Electricity started coming from it, and it flowed through my body, stinging every nerve. I see that you fell for it. You stupid human, she said. I felt my heart starting to pump faster, and soon enough it had stopped. But I did not die. When I awoke, she gave me a new heart that was 3 times too big for my body. She also installed a machine inside me. It's like a container for my heart. Glass then made clear disc that she said that was supposed to regulate my heart. I was now more machine than human.